Amongst blinking lights and a rat's nest of cords, I bring the computer and the webcam together. The experiment has begun. I called it the Heisenberg webcam experiment. Would I change if being watched online by hundreds of people all of the time? If being observed changed me, what would that mean? It was a webcam in my house. My roommate looked at it, rolled his eyes, and said, "Silly Jeffrey." I said, "This is it. This is the thing." You have to imagine, back in 1999, this was not done, okay? Today we have a webcam in our pocket. You have one on your YouTube channel from your iPad. You probably Skype grandma. But back then, no one did this. Most people had 28.8 modems. I was in grad school, connectivity, hotness, DSL bitches, okay? Library school, damn. West Side. And I knew that I would answer the question, would I change if being observed by everybody? Now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't just about my junk, okay? I'm no exhibitionist. I was clothed like 95% of the time. I'm a good guy. I'm a Southern Baptist boy. Both my parents are librarians like I am. They garden. I eat all my vegetables fried. But still, I knew that this would answer some questions for me. And the webcam was a success. So I connected, and nothing happens. No applause, no fanfare, but after a few seconds, the counter of the viewers bounces from 0 to 50. Hawaii chats with me. 75. I put on a Hawaiian shirt. 100. I pretend to ride a surfboard to Beach Boys music. 150 bitches. Bam. By the first week, I am a slave to the counter because I'm obsessed with those numbers. And every time they go up, it's like an invisible hand is going. Every time they go down, the invisible hand is like, come on, let's be more entertaining. And so I'm a slave to it. By the second week, I am obsessed with all the locations of all my viewers. I find myself studying, but making sure I do so at the right angle. I'm a set designer. I put candles and Christmas lights and toys around the room, which I now refer to as my set. By the third week, I'm like the motherfucking Cheers of internet webcams, because I got regulars, y'all. Okay? I private message one of my favorite regulars. I tell him to call me on the phone, and he does. "Hey, Jeffrey, how's it going? I saw you were tossing and turning in bed last night. You look like you're having bad dreams. How about I sing you to sleep tonight?" It was Gavin and his cute little Midwestern twang. "Sure, why not?" And he sang me a song, this sweetest song. It was beautiful. It was called Chanson from the musical The Baker's Wife. Download it, respect copyright. He sang that to me every night for 3 months. And that's why I asked him, "Could you fly down from Chicago and see me in Louisiana?" And I remember that day because he said, yes. And I also remember that day because that was the day after my shower show, 350 viewers. I was in my pajamas and I was reading a book by Frank Herbert, amazing, and obviously. And so I was reading Frank Herbert's book. A viewer, it was his favorite book. So this viewer said, "Hey, I'll send you another one in the series because, I can tell you like it." Performance equals free stuff. A few months later, Gavin sends a note, says, "Hey, I'm coming down from Mardi Gras. I'll see you for that." Yeah. Turns out he saw only me for Mardi Gras. So I was a little bit like that character that Kathy Bates played in Misery, because I wouldn't really let him leave the house, but I did it in more of a charming, gay way, and definitely less masculine than Kathy Bates. And the audience was behind me, like Victor from Vatican City said, "A stay and a fuck." And there was Polar Bear, Tokyo Polar Bear that said, sex action, please. And then there was, yeah, that was my reaction too. And then there was my roommate that says, would you just get a bedroom? And so we did. The cam went to the bedroom. And so that night, when Gavin was there, it started out with a Barbara Walters style interview, 220 viewers, then it moved on to a makeout session from here to here, and that was like 350. And then at 400, we did the Naughty Sock Puppet Show, and that's when things got weird. Okay, it got weird because Gavin said he wanted to have some alone time, and I said, Gavin, what's this about alone time? I mean, I had you fly down. I mean, I asked you to fly down here so we could enjoy the cam together and have fun. And so let's do this for the audience. Let's do this. They would love to be in your shoes. And so he looked at me and he said, but he stammered, I thought you wanted me here for me. And you know, most people don't get their relationship advice from mean girl cheerleader movies. But I'm not like most people. So I said, come on, I mean, come on. You know, you should, the audience loves you, and you should just have fun with me for the cam. I mean, that's why you flew down here, right? And have you ever remembered a sound from like 15 years ago? The way it sort of fills the room? Gavin made a sound like that, and it was that sudden intake of air that precedes a lot of tears. And that's when the comments started coming. He was crying, and Jesuit Priest 69 said, how dare you treat that boy that way? Power Bottom Jason from Kansas City said, he said, you would treat a stray dog better than that. And my roommate chimed in and said, how dare you treat a house guest like that? He is weeping in the dining room. Go fix this. Now, y'all, the dining room was off cam. It was out of range. But just let the record show that I went anyway, despite there being 0 viewers for me there. I want to make that clear. So I go down there, and I say, Gavin, I'm sorry I fucked up. You are a beautiful person, and I care deeply for you. I want to enjoy you, and I want the audience to adore you, like I do. That's why I need for you to come back onto the cam with me, and let's do this, because I want that DVD collection on my Amazon wish list. He stared at me for like a minute and said, but I thought you wanted me here for me. You just want me to perform. You're a monster. And I looked at this boy, this 21-year-old guy. He was beautiful. He flew down halfway across the country to see me. He sang me freaking lullabies for 3 months. And all he wanted to do was love me and be loved by me, however briefly that would be, like 5-10 minutes. And I realized he was right. And the webcam had changed me. I got 3 things out of that webcam. I got a Powerpuff Girls DVD collection, a Dune science fiction trilogy of books, and a mirror to see who I was more clearly. Thank you.